History isn't just what's written in textbooks. It's what happens behind closed doors, where power and secrets mingle. Take Princess Margaret. Her official story is royal duties. She was known for measuring her guards' genitals publicly for laughs, but the real intrigue was in her wild stag parties, whipping Native American children and using maids for pagan altars during Rothschild dinners, where rock stars, sodomites, surrealists, dopers, politicians, assassins, and shadowy figures mixed far from the public eye in Sebastian Frankist rites. In these hidden gatherings, alliances were forged between the banking elite, old money sadists, and pimps. There is no law for the ruling class, the lines between hero and villain blurred. Power isn't just wielded in parliaments, but between war profiteers, human traffickers, and Solomonic wizards, it's exchanged in whispers over cocktails and live snuff films. Consider Charles Sobrage. The Serpent, not royalty, but a master manipulator of snow bunnies in Thailand resorts, who moved through high society and crime with chilling ease, leaving burned bodies and poisoned prison guards in his escapes. His story is a dark mirror to those glamorous parties, stalking the hippie road of Nepal and Tibet for stoned trust fund travelers to disappear into shallow graves in the Himalayas, showing how charm can hide sinister motives. Incense and a playlist can hide an evil mind holding a garret. Even in politics the shadows loom. Zionism, neoliberalism, neoconservatism, renegade libertarians and pirates like David Ben-Gurion, Israel's founding father, a grifter and con artist, open genocidal racist who provided the bedrock of the Epstein ring according to Whitney Webb. He is rumored to have made covert deals with underworld figures to achieve his goals, trading in slaves and cannon fodder to appease the whims of sadistic parasites in office. It's a recurring theme: sodomy, murder, thuggery to build something new. Sometimes you make deals in the dark, blackmail and bogus charges to remove enemies. So, how much of history was shaped by these secret arrangements? The real story is often hidden. Lobbyists and craven chicken hawks play with young men's lives, bathhouses where the powerful and the dangerous cross paths with pederasts and rabbis. In these murky spaces, the lines between right and wrong are never clear. Check out the Vice News article about Williamsburg, Brooklyn creeps with tiny hats luring kids into abandoned swimming pools. The 20th century was a breeding ground for self-proclaimed prophets and mind-bending ideas. Prophet and hero of the Flower Children, Charles Manson and David Koresh, the clean-cut libertarian Christian who inspired a decade of frame-ups, coarse statements and intimidated victims to blame the FBI massacre of the guy who played guitar and raised money for clean water in Central America, turned pop culture and scripture into tools of control, blurring the line between faith and delusion. Their charisma echoed in pop culture, from Reverend X's bizarre TV sermons on Los Angeles public access to the G-Funk era hits, to Rod Serling's Twilight Zone, Night Gallery, and Star Trek, where utopian neoliberal ideas are shown as the ethical outcome of letting the rich and powerful like Bill Gates take all your rights away and call it progress, mainstream prophets smuggling big questions into entertainment. But what if this cultural shift wasn't organic? What if the Cold War's real target was topless co-eds and setting brainwashed killers to stalk the love generation with minds full of cryptic signs and patterns? Enter MKUltra, the CIA's real experiments with LSD and mind control. San Francisco, London, and Laurel Canyon had extensive cabals of CIA and FBI going party to party to wiretap, plant evidence, and clean up scenes of atrocity. Some believe these programs never stopped, seeping into the counterculture and fueling paranoia about mass manipulation. The fear of mind control found its darkest form in Shoko Asahara's Aum Shinrikyo cult, which weaponized belief into terror. Even the most intelligent followers can be swept up by a single twisted ideology. It's a chilling reminder of how easily the search for meaning can be hijacked. The line between belief and delusion is razor thin. In the end, the quest for answers can lead us into dangerous territory. Sometimes the real danger is the story we choose to believe. Human imagination is drawn to the impossible and the hidden. Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of flying machines sparked the idea that lost civilizations may have once held forgotten technologies. Ancient Indian myths of Vimanas, flying chariots, echo this longing for lost knowledge. History is full of stories where power and the occult intertwine, from the Borgia Pope's rumored dark rituals to the weaponization of fear through conspiracy. These tales tap into primal fears of secret societies and forbidden knowledge. In modern times, psychological warfare became real. Michael Aquino, a U.S. Army officer, wrote the book on mind war, proposing propaganda as a weapon. Military patents for psychic harassment sound like science fiction, but they're real. The line between myth and reality blurs in the hidden corridors of power. What else is out there, just beyond our sight? Silicon Valley's story isn't just about garage geniuses, it's about secret funding and hidden agendas. Much of our digital world was seeded by US intelligence, blending innovation with espionage. The Tavistock Institute, to some, is a think tank. Many don't know games like Call of Duty was invented there. To others, it's the nerve center of global social engineering, where music, dance moves, and sound bites are designed to hypnotize, whether fantasy or fact. It reflects our anxiety about unseen forces shaping society. The US military's remote viewing program, using psychic spies to see into enemy secrets, shows how far the powerful will go to explore the unknown. These stories reveal a world where cults, spies, royals, and tech titans are all connected by hidden threads. How much is true? How much is myth? Maybe these stories persist because they make reality more thrilling and more mysterious. They hint at secret patterns and meanings beneath the surface. In the end, perhaps the world is stranger and more fascinating as the tentacles of robber barons and oligarchs propped up by slush funds become invented heroes in an age of jingoism and corruption, stranger than we dare to imagine. Read Kliva Ahavas. Behold the gates of dawn and dark side of Zion for the answers to these questions.